What's up guys, Hussien Jabai here, aka Hussien Jabai Fitness, NSCA certified personal trainer. You can check me out on Instagram at Hussien Jabai Fitness. Snapchat, Twitter would be at HGWarrior71. I'll display it right here. If you haven't seen it by now, you can check out my website, hussienjabaifitness.webs.com. Go over to my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Hussien Jabai Fitness personal training. Now today I wanted to go over how to conventional deadlift. How to deadlift with the conventional form. This would be initially the feet inside of the shoulders or inside of the hand grip. And I'll go over all of this in a minute. So today I want to kind of go over the benefits in a sense that the deadlift loads the posterior chain. You're utilizing more hamstrings, more glutes, and more back in general to perform this lift. But you also utilize the quads, and I'll explain this here in a minute. Now the first thing you want to know is that the initial attire or I would say recommended footwear would include some kind of flat sole shoe. And I usually recommend, the Converse, the Chuck Taylor, in a sense that, sometimes you can get that ankle support. Now with that being said, moving over, I want to explain foot position and stance here in a minute, so check it out. So initially, like I said, you're gonna be wearing a shoe with a flat sole. I am wearing just regular tennis shoes, basketball shoes for the sake that I'm not deadlifting right now. Today's my rest day. I came in here to make this demonstration video for you guys. So I'm not wearing the exact shoe that I would recommend for the lift. Now, starting with, from the bottom up, I want to start with your stance. Now, it depends on your body structure. For me, what works for me is a closer stance for the sake that I'm taller, not as, I would say, wide of a base in the lower body, and I just get a little bit more leg drive out of this. Some individuals go wider even if they're tall, but I personally find the closer the stance, the more quad activation, the more acceleration off the floor. Now with that being said, I usually place one foot at a time. I'll either place my left or right first. So I'll place my left and then my right. And this is how narrow my stance is. I point my toes, I wouldn't say 45 degrees out, kind of like 30, but it's a good start. Start 45 or bring it in, or start straight and then extend it out. This helps me activate my quads and my glutes a little bit better. So I'll place my feet, and then I start to imagine twisting my quads out, and this activates more of a leg drive utilizing my quads. So I'll place my feet and then twist out, and you'll kind of see, if you're wearing shorter shorts, you females, you will actually see the muscle flex a little bit better just by doing the twisting of the quad or the knee or whatever you want to explain it as. So you think of placing your feet. Now, grip. For me, for anyone, for the conventional deadlift, or even the sumo sometimes, you just want to basically relax your arms, and wherever your arms stop, I would say put them in a pronate position, and wherever they stop, that's where you want to grab the bar. Now, with that being said, for my left hand, or which would be my underhand, I will actually place, instead of at the friction, where I place my right hand right where the knurling starts, I will place my left hand maybe an inch away from the beginning of the knurling. Why? Because initially you have to rotate a little bit farther, and to me it prevents bar drift. It just keeps me in a straight bar path throughout the movement. So like I said, I'll place my feet, twist my quads out, then I'll place my under grip first. I always place my under grip first. It just helps me secure a little bit better. Some people will place their right hand or their overhand first and place where their thumb and index finger crease is at. They will literally place right where the knurling starts. I know you can't see, you're not initially right up to the bar, but just examining from there, I'll place my underhand about an inch away from the knurling, and then my right hand or overhand right where the knurling starts. Now, after you place your hands, you have your grip, you have your stance. Now it comes to the structure or initiating the explosive power of the deadlift. So we'll grip the bar, and then you want to think of pulling yourself to the bar. It will drive your knees more forward. You'll be rotating your hips back a tiny bit, as well as you will see as you grip the bar, you will see more of a straightening out of the back, and you want to think of not really retracting your scapula fully as if you were doing a row, but you'll definitely go from a relaxed to more of a flexing your chest. And that's one thing I like to explain to my clients, is that you want to rotate your shoulder, rotate your shoulder, rotate your shoulder, rotate your shoulder, shoulders. Dang, that's taking my shoulders. You see how when you're relaxed, watch the shoulders. And then when you tense up your back and you flex your chest, rotating, it will give you more of a structured position. Now with that being said, lots of individuals kind of get the idea of, yeah, my upper back's flexed, so what? And I like to explain to them, it's not really a backwards flex, it's more of a tucking your lats into your pocket type movement. So as you think about bending the bar, rotating your shoulders, you will rotate and kind of think about putting your thumbs in your pocket and then rotate your shoulders. It's not really a back movement, it's more of a flexing your chest, bringing your chest up, and kind of flaring your lats and squeezing. And this will give you a sense of staying structured, initiating your lats, and will keep a better overall form throughout the movement. So starting with the beginning, you start with your stance. You initiate the grip. Like I said, my underhand will be about an inch away from the start of the knurling. Then place my overhand. And as you pull yourself down, you're loading your hamstrings. You're trying to, it will be uncomfortable if you sit down for an extended period of time, but it basically loads potential energy into the hamstrings. And you want to think of it as positioning yourself into a leg press. If you were just standing over somewhere in the stance that you would be upside down in a leg press, it would be uncomfortable. Well, with that being said, you can leg press maybe 3 times, 4 times more than you can freaking squat. There is no abdominal, your abs don't really play a part, everything that kind of does but isn't a main focus with the leg press. You're in a better leverage position, and that's what you want to initially reproduce over in the deadlift. Now, you already have your stance, you have your grip, and you pull yourself down. You want to think of pushing down with your legs. So you'll push down. I'm going to let go of the bar, that way you can watch my body travel rather than the bar. So as you lift up, you see how as I'm lifting, my back isn't initially going back first. Your legs are pushing straight down. As you come up, don't think of don't think of it as a back pulling movement. Think of it as a push down, as well as initiate the hips forward. You can't lock out. In powerlifting, that's one thing they look for, is that hip movement forward. The only way to lock out is your shoulders to be locked and your hips to be locked forward, as well as your knees. But who would stop a deadlift without locking out their knees, right? So like I said, I'll actually hold the bar this time for you guys. Stance, then you place your hands, pull yourself down, legs, glutes forward, complete. I like to utilize the deadlift more for power, explosive acceleration. Like I said, usually for a more narrow stance, I get more power off the floor. Just for me, it seems more natural. You need to kind of choose which one initially do you like better, and decide between that, then work on your technique. If you like the demonstration of the conventional deadlift, if you want more videos like this, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment any feedback. Appreciate the support, guys, and until next time.